Hey, it's my little HCG peeps. It's Annie HCG here. I am vlogging. Still haven't taken my class in how to really do the iMovie. It's this afternoon. I'm very excited about that. I said in the end of my vlog the other day that I was going to make some comments about low carb dieting. And I guess what I really wanted to talk about is the overall low anything diet. We know there's challenges the minute you try and take one of the food elements out of your diet, be it sugar, fat, starch, protein. Dr. Dean Ornish long advocated a low-fat diet. We started substituting sugary foods for fat foods, and we know where that's gotten everybody. Now, instead of having heart attacks, everybody has diabetes. Oy. But it's kind of creeping me out, the low carb thing, now that I have actually been eating low carb on P3 and 4. There really isn't a substitute for carbs. And the reason I say that is there's a lot of growing evidence that it's not so much the carbs themselves, but it's your body's hormonal or some sort of DNA receptor at reaction to the foods in your body that could create an addiction, that could create cravings, that also impacts how your body processes the food that is in there. I'm a little freaked out by what I'm seeing as frankenfoods. I know a lot of people have used these things. I'm not saying, but you gotta wonder, if a food has no calories, no carbs, no proteins, no sugars, no fat, what the heck is in there? They say it's all insoluble fiber. Well, I think some of the testing is showing that those things aren't exactly true. And I'm referring to the Walden Farms foods. I'm referring to Miracle Noodles, if you could call them noodles. Kind of creepy. And so I get that people want to replace the carbs that are missing from their diets, be it bread, potatoes, sugars, with other things that meet that craving and that need. But maybe what we really need to do is to figure out how to get our bodies over those cravings and needs, and to stop watching those freaking commercials on TV that make you want to drool. So, more Netflix, less cable. But it really is. Remember in let's see, what are the sugar substitutes that we've had over the years? There was, first it was, I believe it was Sweet and Low in the 60s, and then that got outlawed in Canada because it caused cancer. Tab, I drank Tab all the way through college. Then it was NutraSweet in the 80s, and everything suddenly got rid of the Sweet and Low and NutraSweet. Nice how they have these really nutritional sounding names. And now they're finding that NutraSweet does horrible things to your body and to your receptors. And then we moved on to Splenda. Splenda was the answer to everything. Oh my God. And now it's stevia, as the dude who makes the stuff pronounces it. Not stevia, stevia, whatever. Now stevia is the thing, and it's supposed to be natural, and it's no calories, and it's not going to hurt you. But does having a sugar substitute in your body really help you, or do you just wind up processing it in some ways hormonally that are like having sugar in there? It may be less calories, but is your body reacting the same? I think we're seeing a lot of stories that low-calorie, no-calorie sodas, which are still probably way better for you than full sugar sodas, that no-calorie sodas have the same reaction to your body as far as your cravings and your processing of other foods when they're in your system that high-calorie sodas do. My point being, why not just stick with some whole foods? And I mean the perimeters of the grocery aisle. I mean things that are not made and marketed aggressively with little hearts on the label. They say that all these cereals are heart healthy because they've put whole grains in them. You cannot tell me that it's good for somebody who's facing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes to be eating Cheerios in the morning. Sorry, it's just, we know it's not good for them. Have an egg. Good Lord, eggs have gotten such a bad rap because of the cholesterol content in the egg. and the saturated fat content. But eggs are a wholesome whole food. As my mom used to say, if God made it that way, it must be good for you. So maybe think about that. As opposed to the catchy, earthy San Francisco food movement, whole food phrase. Think about if, the good Lord put that sucker on the earth the way that it is, and you can eat it in that state, probably a good thing. Which, don't go run around eating raw pork. But I am glad to see that the FDA reduced the temperature needed for pork, that you can, pink pork is safe, because a pork tenderloin cooked to a medium rare, medium well with a pink middle is a delicious thing. So that's my rant. I'm sorry I'm ranting, but I worry about everybody spending all their time with all these substitutions for the foods that are out there. I don't include coconut oil in that. Coconut oil is a strange thing, though, because it used to be coconut and palm oil with their high saturated fat content were the devils, and they made the popcorn, the theaters take the coconut and palm oil out of their popcorn popping, and now they're using less healthy oils, as we've come to know, such as canola. So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. I mean, they lobbied places to stop cooking their French fries in lard, which were so good, and now they're using these less healthy oils. So it's always something. There's always a boogeyman around the corner ready to sabotage your health. And I'm kind of thinking all these coconut products, somebody posted a 2-liter jug of something called coconut, I don't know, splash, that's no calorie. I don't know what that is. Coconut water is not no calorie. And all these things from coconut, we've got butter, we've got oil, we've got flour, we've got vinegar, we've got syrup or something. There's so much going on, and coconut is such a phase. That's also making me nervous that you can overdo anything. It kind of goes back to the whole everything in moderation. Brilliant. That's my rant. I'm in my P3.5, trying to get back down to my LDW from round 3. I'm now only 3 pounds over LDW. And who knows, yesterday I threw off 2 pounds, and I have no idea why. I have a cold, and I was eating like a person with a cold when you're supposed to feed a cold and starve a fever. Thanks, everybody. Long rant, sorry. Almost 8 minutes. Annie HCG signing out.